And we are ready for another season of RacingLeague.net, Season 5. Here we are for the start of this amazing season. And today we are in one of the new track around, that it is Watkins, Glen, near New York. A great track for the new DLC from Kunos Simulazioni. We are here inside Lucas Matician, the last winner of the championship of season 4 with the Ferrari. So, new car for him. He goes with the Bentley, the last championship today with the Ferrari. As always, at the command of the race is Tommaso Maffei. And we are ready for 30 minutes of qualifying with Lucas drifting on the chicane of Watkins Glen, going into the outer loop. Great track. This is a very great track. I also commentate the rear race in Italian. And it was a very good race also into the real part of the GT World Challenge America. But today we are here with guys from Racing League who are BMW were spun one of the turn. Now I go to keep a map because I don't remember every name turn, but we will see. We'll see how much is fast the time of Lucas. But is always the first of exiting the pit. No one exit first, then Lucas is always the fastest. 1:45.007, not a bad time, but is improvable. We know that, and we'll see. We'll see, and we go with another driver because we want to see everybody today. And we go maybe. Ooh, Ordelman, great lap with his Aston Martin. Ordelman is improving his lap time. Also, Lucas, without the error on the chicane, right now is improving. But we also have some new name. Jaron DeWitt, I think it's new. Also Van der Does. Van der Does with the BMW. Zaleski is clearly new. Ooh, first Israeli driver, I think, for Racing League. I don't know. Jasper Olster with Lexus. Last championship it was with the Lamborghini. Great car, the Lamborghini, but it's he tried a new car, and it's very good to try new car every race. With behind him Tom DJ with the Lamborghini, so now he's my favorite driver. But the joke apart, this is a great car. I love the car so much. Petrovic, also not a new entry, but an incredible driver, the only Latvian driver I think right now into this season. But we'll see. We'll search for a new driver. Jaron Stubb, another Dutch driver. We have a lot of new Dutch driver. Sergei Vish, an Ukrainian driver. In 6th place with the new Audi LMS2. And Zaleski, we already said, yes. Eisen, another old face of the group. Also Pelle Verbicki. Also Mark Ruben. And also Fabio Romao, the Portuguese drivers. Also Durog is a face we already see. Also Branko Kavovic with the Honda. Robin Van Cleef with BMW. Rainer Helmut with the... Rainer Helmut is new, I think. Also one cliff. Andrew Neon, another Ukrainian driver with the McLaren. Daniel Miller, an British driver. Noricum, American driver, Michael Noricum. And Michael Utman, another old face of the group. So 25 drivers today into the track of Watkins Glen. So very good with Real Oldman right now. That it is the fastest driver with Kadizev, another Latvian driver. So we have 2 Latvian drivers. Very good to see 2 Latvian into the Racing League Championship. 9 races this championship. It will be very interesting to see who will win. And now great time also by Patrick van der Linden. I think he's inverted Linden and van der. So interesting choice of name. Also, we have 4 drivers under the 1 second gap, but I think we'll see some improvement also behind with Vish, Sergei Vish, that is improving a lot. By 0.5 right now. We'll see if he can with the Audi, if he can improve. It all depends on the line. On his drive. Going into the 2, last turn. Number 10. Number 11. Because there's 11 curve around Watkins Glen. We have a great sign of go bowling at Watkins Glen. Now we see the 90s of the first curve of the track. As we saw, a great time, 5th place for Sergei Vish, and now he's going here into the S's and into the back straight. Maybe you go inside his car. Now the inner loop chicane. And after that, immediately the outer loop curve. You need to stay very wide here. You serve all the curve onto that side, and after that you have a shoot. Great turn. It's very difficult to understand. Also here the toe. It is not very easy to learn. Also it's very easy to lose very here, but Vish is going into the pit, so we go with another driver, maybe with Florentin, Bukur Florentin. Another new driver, a Romanian driver. It is improving by a little bit this time. Now the first sector is holded by Kadizevs, the second sector by Patrick van der Linden, and the third sector by Ordelman. So a very great battle onto the position ahead. Florentin stopped him into 10th place, not bad, not bad. Also Andrew Neon is improving. And Andrew now going into the hill and to the 9th turn. The last 3 turn doesn't have a name. And so we only need to see and wait for his time. But I think he's not improving. Yeah, he's not improving. And so we go ahead because Lucas is improving with a great time. He could take the pole position. Last turn for him with his Ferrari. And it is pole position for Lucas Mathiesen. First place ahead by 37 milliseconds of Ordelman. Wow, wow, great qualifying right now. We're only at 18 minutes remaining, so 12 minutes ago. 12 minutes goes. But we have a lot to see. We have a lot to see. And the competition is very high today. We'll see what they can do with Daniel Miller right now. It is improving a little bit with his BMW. And now we have one Ferrari, one Aston Martin, two BMW and one Bentley on the first 5 places. An interesting qualifying here right now. I did this track in another race, but with the GT4. The fastest GT4 year around is the Maserati that I drive. So here, if you want to go with a race with the GT4, go with the Maserati, because here is very, very fast. But as we talk about GT3s, there's a very, very good balance. Because we saw a lot of cars into the top 10. We saw the Audi, we saw the Bentley, we saw the Aston Martin, the Ferrari, the Mercedes, the McLaren also. So it's cool, it's cool. If we talk about the real part, the real racing, one of the fastest cars here was the Lamborghini, but in general, into the GT World Challenge America, the Lamborghini is the fastest one into the American GT World Challenge. If we talk about GT Europe, it's not the fastest, but Daniel Miller improved a little bit and takes the second best sector, 34.0. So great time with the Cadillac that hold the first best sector with a 29.552. We have Mathiesen with 29.792 as first sector, but the third is held by Lucas with 44.65. So great first sector that take him into the pole position. But we go with I think we go to Andrew Neo because he's improving. We lost one driver, I think, into the server, because we were 25 and now we are 24. But I think he will re-enter into the server. And now here the Helicam. Watkins is a great track. I know about Watkins before the DLC, but I never drove this amazing track into sim racing. And the first time I tried, I liked it. I like it very, very much. With a time of 1:37.227, Neon take 23rd place, and Noricum now exiting the pit. The American driver trying to take the first place for the own driver, but we'll see. We will see if he can. It's not very easy, but now we go inside Cadizevs, the Latvian driver that is going with Petrovic, trying to take the pole position to Lucas, but it isn't very easy. It's not an easy task. We lost a little bit here into the chicane, but going into this turn gained a lot. Great exit, going into the chute. Great line, exiting a little bit wide. And now into the toe. We saw he exiting good. Good exit for Cadillac. Attention, here is one of the difficult corner of the track, the hill. it's very easy to go outside and have a track limit. And now into the 9. Ooh, a very strange exit here. Lost of control over here. And yeah. He certainly will not improve. But great lap. It was a great lap. But to take the pole, you need more. Now that's the difficult part, to understand where to go faster, where to be more conservative. It isn't an easy task. Now maybe we'll outside. I think I go with the Porsche, because the Porsche is a very great car. Normally a good car into the tracks with a lot of corner, with a lot of curve. But we see that now Dudok is in a difficult situation. 24 right now. It is not improving. And now 12 minutes remain for the end of the session. And we go, I think, with Petrovic, because he's improving by 0.1. 1/10 better. Last turn for Armans. A little bit wide there. And yeah, he lost everything. He lost everything into the last turn. And now we go with the Aston of Roald Ordelman. And now he's one of the driver that can try to take the pole position. Good chicane for Roald. Going here to take a great exit, great line, but there's traffic ahead of him. Hopefully the McLaren, the McLaren let him pass. Very good job by, I think it is Stubb. Yes, it's Jaron Stubb. No, it's not Jaron, sorry. I think it's Neon. Yeah, Andrew Neon. So great job by Neon. Very respectful there. And now Roald. Good line here. Maybe a little bit conservative. Needs a 3 good turn here. Great exit. He's at the same time he does before last turn. Great line. All depends into the last curve. Yeah, it's a good exit, but it's very near. He will take the pole position. Yes! 1:44.380. 15 milliseconds faster than Lucas. What a qualifying by these two. Wow. What are we seeing right now? Great lap by Roald Ordeman. And the interesting fact, sorry, I blocked a little bit, but the interesting fact is that Roald doesn't hold any of the fastest sector into his fastest lap. So it's very interesting fact here. But we'll see what they can do. Now we'll need to wait a little bit to see what the other driver can do, but we go immediately into the inside of the Ferrari of Lucas because he's improving a lot. He's doing a great job. He will try to take the lap time under the 34 barrier. Now he's improving by 0.3. Wow, very aggressive by the Dutch driver from the reigning champion. He go with the full throttle. Last turns. Here we are for this to turn to end the lap. Goes wide, but use all the track, and it will take the pole position. 1:34.200. 1/10, also almost 2/10 faster than Ordelman. But attention, because also Kadisev is improving, and it could take the pole position. We'll see, because the Latvian driver is improving a lot. Now he's 0.3 faster. All depends into the last turns. Ooh, not a very good exit. He lost a little bit. Depends all into these last turns. Not a first one. Not a good first one. Either with second. But he will improve. Remaining in third place. But stay behind Ordelman and Lucas. Great qualifying right now. Going into Dio Marderdo's car. Number 31. He's trying to improve, and now it's 0.4. He could probably go a little bit ahead. We'll see. Depends all into the last curves. Last curve for Leon Barderdoes. And he remained there. Maybe he goes wide, but he remained there. And now we'll see. Per track, Helmut improving a little bit, going into 20th place. And now we go with Roald again, because he tried to improve. Now blue flag for McLaren. Going into the assist. That is like the Air Rouge Radion at Spa, but more easy to take. It's an easier curve. Now we see Ordelman, great job here at the assist. Great line by the Aston Martin driver. To the shoot, great braking here. Great brake, a little bit wide at the exit. A little bit wide there at the toe now. And the exit is good, that is good. Good exit at the toe. Now the difficult one. That is the hill. Wide. Time cancelled. Wide there. And the track limit came. And so, no valid lap for Olderman, but he'll try immediately to improve. Also, Van der Does is trying to improve. Wide at the first turn at the 90s. So we go again with Olderman, but this time inside his car with the Aston Martin that is very good in pink all the track. It's a very easy car to understand, very difficult to master. At least that's my opinion. But for starting or for preparing event at last second, it's great. I drove 2 weeks ago with Aston Martin in a 12 hours of Spa, and we finished at the end 9th in a 49th race. So I think a 49 cars race. So I think Aston Martin is one of easiest cars to understand. Very difficult to master, but to understand is very easy. Good job here, Vettel. He gained a little bit into the other sectors. Into the first sector, that's gained a lot. Into the second sector, gains a little bit. Now all depends into this last turn. Wait here at the hill. Number 9 right now. Need to stay a little bit wide, and now full throttle with Aston Martin. Great job. Number 10 and number 11 are arriving right now. Good, staying inside at the limit. Depends all into the last turn. Great exit by the Aston Martin driver, and it will take the pole position. Yes, 2 minutes remaining. Now it's Lucas that need immediately to exiting the pit. We'll see if he'll exit in time. 1:44.1 is the time to beat. But Lucas seemingly will not exit. A bit with Ruald that is improving again. And Lucas will remain into the pit. So no pole for Lucas Matician. But Roald Odeman right now is improving a lot. And now we go see his time to the outside camera. What an incredible drive by Roald Odeman. Maybe Kadisev will take the pole position. But all depends on his last lap. Kadisev is starting his lap, but we remain with Roald. Kadisev track warning, so Kadisev is out of the pole position discussion. But maybe Miller can improve. Miller can improve by a lot. We'll see where Daniel Miller will go. Last turn. We'll take the 5th place. No, only the 6th. By 0.10. Wow. Wow. And I think the pole discussion is over. Roald Odeman take the pole position. But there's Elko Velduisen that is improving. And he can certainly gain a little bit of place. But all depends on this last lap with his BMW. Also improving. It's the only one that now is improving. That's a little bit into the last sector, but we'll see right now the last curve. Here we are, Elko. Now last curve. Lost everything. Strange, very strange by Elko. But lost everything. And so right now remain into 13th place, but pole position for Roald Odeman, followed by Lucas Matician, 3rd Kadisev, 4th Patrick van der Linden, and 5th the width. So right now we go with a little bit of break, and after that we remain ready for a 60-minute race around this incredible track. One moment and we'll see each other. And so we are ready for the race, 5 seconds till the formation lap, and we are ready for go bullying. No, hopefully not go bullying into the first turn, as the guys said. Attention on the first curve, but it's forgettable because it's not an easy turn to take side by side, but there's a lot of space into the outside area. So normally nothing happened there. The problem is here into the assist, because the assist is very, very narrow, and so everybody needs to stay alert and avoid some maneuver and avoid suddenly change of the line. And also one of the opportunity of this track is after the back straight into the inner loop chicane. It's one of the opportunity that the driver can take here. Going here side by side is possible into the the entrance of turn. Very difficult into the exit, but it's possible. It is possible. After that, go into the outer loop curve. And here you go to the shoot. This and the toe are too difficult curve. This one especially because it's into a slope. Going down into this slope, so you need to brake very hard. Then here is into a going up slope, so it's more easier for the driver to brake. There is very difficult because as a very difficult to understand radius. And so you need to understand where and when you can go full throttle, because it isn't a very easy curve. Just go here, then you have a lot of space outside, but you don't need to exceed the track limits. As always, important thing to remember, it is a mandatory pit stop. You can decide when you take this pit stop, you're free to decide. But the important is to make at least one pit stop. I think with mandatory change of tires, but I'm not sure. We'll see right now when the race starts. And so we are ready for an incredible GT3 Season 5. Refueling is mandatory, no tire changes. So refueling is mandatory into the pit stop, and we go with 2 drive-through already. With Roald Ordeman inside. Attention behind there. Oh, what an overtake, I think, by Vish. Sergei Vish, great start. Ordeman remain ahead of Lucas Matisian side by side. Ferrari and the Aston Martin again with Kadizevs behind. Great start with, I think, no crash right now. Attention, because maybe Matisian will try to pass here. No, remain behind. Ordeman immediately follow. Remain ahead, sorry. With Kadisev and Matisian follow. A lot of change there. Ooh, Pelle over Bike, one of the driver that I think maybe it's not crashed. Yeah, I think he passed into the inside of Assis for security, but luckily for him, no crashes. With also Elko Velduisen behind with great battle, also Mark Ruben, the teammate of Lucas, a little bit wide Zaleski there. But attention to the width that take the Vish position. And now Lucas stays behind Ordeman. A great battle right now with these amazing GT3s. Also an interesting news for... Ooh, a little bit of oversteer there by Lucas. It's very difficult to understand the Ferrari. It's a very good car to drive, but very oversteery. And also has a lot of settings than other cars. So it isn't very easy to understand with Patrick van der Linden onto the inside of Michael Houtman side by side. The Audi and the Bentley. Into the Assis stays ahead Michael Houtman. With Miller behind them. Going into the inside. Before the chicane, but protect immediately Patrick. And so we'll see what they can do with Kadizev. They take the place to Matisian. Also we go immediately behind But Patrick van der Linden stays ahead with great overtake by Kadisev. Want to see what happened, because we didn't see it live, so we go with the replay. We go here side by side before the chicane from the outside. Wow, great maneuver, also great decision by Lucas to wait and to let him pass. Very great move by both of them. But now change of position behind with Van der Does and Veldhuizen into the hill and goes ahead. Van der Does taking the 12th place. Also another battle, and again battle with Van der Linden and Uthman. Trying on to that side of the 90s. He could try here going for the switcheroo, but he can't take all the part of the racetrack he can use. But here we are again with Van der Linden, Uthman and Miller. Van der Linden trying to go into the inside. Miller onto that side of the assist. Miller. Ooh, loss of control of Miller. Save it in some way, but he needed to wait to re-enter the track in a good way, and he wait the right time. Ooh, also behind very Patrick van der Linden and Uthman. Great physical battle between those two. Amazing. This is the racing we want, and we already saw crazy overtakes and crazy move. Ooh, Zaleski, loss of control. What happened? What happened to our Israeli driver? I think he lost the car into the chicane. And yes, he lost it there. Very unlucky. With Patrick van der Linden try to go inside here at the 10, and yes! Take the position to Michael Uthman, but he defends very well. Ooh, a little bit wide because he touched the grass, and immediately Petrovic, like an hunter, immediately take the advantage. And also Florentin right there into the inside. Pass. Uthman and Miller pass. Stop again. Wow. It is very great racing right now. But attention for the leadership of the race, Kadizevs. What a braking maneuver, trying to take the inside into the outer loop curve. He will take the leadership now because Ordelman is there. Taking the inside and remain ahead. What a move by Ordelman and also by Kadizevs with Matischen behind them. Also great braking by De Witt. And Matischen need to release the brake a little bit before he thinks. But what a race right now. Only 7 minutes passed, but it is an incredible race with Daniel Miller that takes again the 10th place to Jerian Stubb with this McLaren F1 team impression by 2007, I think 2008, when Hamilton was a youngster. But great drive, great battle. Oh, attention to Sergei Zvish. Trying outside at the 90s to De Witt, but stays behind. It's very difficult to take the position there onto the outside of the first turn. Not impossible, but very difficult. And now this trio, they're doing incredible things. With Cadiz from the outside trying to pass Orderman, but decide to stay behind him. Also, great move by Matisian to try to take the position. But what we are seeing right now, guys, this is an incredible race. This is an incredible race. And Utman and Miller pass Florentin, and here we have a great battle going into the Helicam. I think it's the best way to enjoy the battle. From the 7th place till the 12th place. Sits Driver and Vish trying to take the inside of De Witt. But De Witt, great defending with his BMW. And defend again. Defend again. It stay sad. Stabebet lost a little bit. Vanderdoes immediately, seemingly out of nowhere, decide to try. Kadisev behind Ordelman. Great break with Kadisev a little bit wide there. Ordelman, attention to the track limit. Because especially into the first turn here are very, very easy to take. And now the slipstream for Kadisev. With Utman and Miller side by side, but we stay sad with Kadisev break. And zone contact! Contact with Roald Ordelman. Oh no! Roald Ordelman into the barrier. And this is a shame. This is a shame. And Roald Ordelman, but it was first, and now has a lot of damage. We need to re-see what happened there. But we see the little touch. Here, Roald try in every manner to break, but it was impossible. The barrier there are like steel, iron, aluminium, but diamond that is the hardest mineral. And yes, it's very easy to break the car like Roald does. It's a very, very great shame for Roald, but I think Cadiz will take a great, great penalty there. Yeah, Lucas is in a Ferrari, and this is the thing, I think, one of the strangest things we already saw into this race. Ooh, under those great maneuver, take 2 in 1. And attention to Miller inside Utman. He can't. But he's there. He's there to try to overtake. I think Ordelman will go immediately into the pit. Yeah. Also, Dudok decide to go into the pit. And so we are here with Florentin trying to go inside of Underdose. He leave the space. Underdose. Good choice. And Florentin remain behind, but Stabbe will try immediately to pass. Also Miller trying the move on Utman. But great battles all around. It's very sad to saw Ordelman now into the pit before he won't, certainly, and with a lot of damage. It's part of racing. Luckily for this championship, and I think is one of the best part of the championship. There's a drop of points, drop score, 3 races, will not count. So if you have an error or an unfortunate occurrence, you can recover into the next race. So hopefully Ordelman will finish higher than we expected right now, and I think he will does. Will does his own pass, so he will certainly do. I can't speak English well, sorry. But Dudok exiting the pit. I think Ordelman will exit in the pit. Dudok is one of the first drivers that he did the pit stop. And now we're seeing Utman inside Petrovic and behind them Miller. Trying to take here the shoot from outside Michael Utman. If he can take the place, it will be a great maneuver. He can't, but he's there onto the inside of the toe. And he's ahead. Great move by Utman. But attention of breaking off Petrovic at the heel. Great respect by Petrovic. To respect the space of Utman and break. It doesn't outbreak. No leg breaking for Petrovic. Great maneuver. Now Utman will try certainly to escape from the group, and he's trying with Vanderdoes from the outside of the 90s again. We will see if he can pass there, but he can't, and so stays behind with two McLarens behind him that are very aggressive and want the 9th place. So it will be very difficult for the other drivers. Fast right now because they are very near each other. And maybe we'll go with a lap inside their car, because this is a great battle to see from the outside, but I think also from the inside is great to see. We are trying into the shoot. But it's very difficult. One thing that I see from American tracks, I think at least here Watkins Glen, that some curve, some turn doesn't have a name, and it's a very shame because in Italy, I think every corner, every turn of an Italian track has a name and there's a specification of why it's named like that. Sometimes it's named after a driver, sometimes it's named after a city that is near the track. For example, the Curva Grande in Monza, that is the right-hander before the second variant, the Roggia. It's called Biassono, and Biassono is a little city very near to a track. So I want to talk about some of the Italian turn, but now we go inside the unboarded rows because we want to see also the battle from the inside to understand where the driver is, what the drivers see into the battle. I think it's very good to see. Nice move also by Ut. Ooh, goes into the barrier. I was a little distracted. Want to see what happened there. To Vanderdoes. Ooh, I understand what happened. He braked very late because he was behind Eisen, I think, or Florentina. That's behind Miller. Sorry, behind Miller. Was behind Miller, and so it doesn't. So the brake marker and brake very late. But now I think we go with Lucas inside his Ferrari to see one lap around Watkins Glen with only the engine sound. This was a great lap behind Lucas Matician that is trying to take the leadership of the race to Cadizevs. Under those right now in the pit, I think he will not exit, but he will retire. We'll see. But we go behind because there's Miller, Gutman, no sorry, Vedrix, Miller. But Veldhuizen, what happened to Veldhuizen? Ooh. Veldhuizen. Want to see what happened there if he lost alone. Yeah, he lost the car alone. He lost the car alone and goes into the barrier. Ooh, great damage to his BMW. Great damage to his BMW, and so we go ahead for Daniel Miller, Florentin and Petrovic. That are near each other. The great battle for the 7th place, but also ahead there's Utman that right now is doing some error. And so everything will change. But Miller, Florentin and Petrovic, they're doing great battle here. Great braking by Petrovic. Oh, attention, Daniel, to the track limit. Was very strict. And Daniel Miller is trying to take the inside at the 90s. He'll try immediately into the inside here. Side by side. Petrovic doesn't want to lose the position. And again side by side into the S's. And we are going side by side also into the chicane, certainly with Florentin taking the slipstream, and maybe will take the place to Miller side by side with Petrovic going a little bit wide there onto the... Ooh, wow! What a move by Florentin. And what a risk by Petrovic into the curb. And Miller goes ahead. What we can say right now? Only applause for the drivers. Very, very good maneuver by Florentin. Petrovic takes a little bit of risk, but it was the outline, so it was the right choice to make, I think, right there. But Florentin, great move, and also Miller with pressure to his rival and take the position with Tom DJ with Van Cliff taking the position and stays ahead right now the Austrian driver with the Lamborghini, now 13th place for him. Wow, wow, wow. 37 degrees for the track. So the track is very, very hot. Not the hottest, but it's very hot. We are at 2:30 p.m., 30 p.m., so it's after the lunch. So it's the normal bet. It's very hot like that, with Van Cliff trying into the inside of the chicane and take the position. Great move with Tom DJ that respect the place, respect the opponent. But we return to the battle ahead because these two drivers are the fastest around with Van der Does, I think. No, it's not Van der Does. One of the driver onto the BMW. Yes, he's a Valdysen, but he's the first right now without with also with the pit stop already did, and he will probably need to give the position to Kadisevs and Lucas Matischen. And Matischen is waiting for the blue flag driver to maybe make a mistake for taking an advantage on Kadisevs. But Kadisevs pass and now is Lucas behind Eisen. He pass, but he certainly lost a little bit. And so stays behind, but the battle is certainly not done right now. With Orderman that now is trying to recover after the big crash, after the mega accident at the chicane. Now he is holding the fastest lap of the race, 1:45.102, and he's trying to take a stab. Also, another great battle is with Miller and Uthman, but they're battling very nicely from the start of the race. And they're doing a great job with this amazing battle. Maybe Miller here at the 90s into the inside with Uthman respect the space of opponent. Also Miller staying the most right he can to stay into the inside. Now Daniel taking a slipstream. Woodman is there. Maybe Miller trying to break here. But Ordelman, sorry, Woodman remains sad. Ordelman is behind right now with Stabbe. Wait, Dudok, what happened to Dudok? I want to see what happened to Dudok. I think a loss of control alone into first turn. Ooh, the curb there, the curb. The killer curb. And he touched the barrier. He touched the barrier. So it's a little damage. Also, Jasper Ulster. Again, Mark Ruben. We're doing great right now. With Jasper trying into the inside. And take the position with Kadizevs that now go into the pit. Sarsenish, Kadizev try to go into the pit right now. And Lucas now is first into the race. With Daniel Miller. But now again, we'll try to overtake Utman, but the English driver cannot pass the good and very respectful Dutch driver. But now Daniel is side by side and I think he's ahead of Utman. No, they're side by side and Mailer, great braking, maybe outline. No. He did a great job there. Great move. And now he's ahead. Now he's ahead of him. Great maneuver by Daniel Miller. But take the position. The 6th position. Sorry. The 5th position because Kadizev is exiting the pit right now. And also Mark Ruben goes into the pit. Now it's 16th. And we'll exit 15th. Enter 15. He exits in 15. I think it was a bit ahead because it was with Ulster. Yes, so it was 10th. Lost 5 places, but it's okay. With DeWitt also going into the pit. One stays behind. And maybe we'll go with a lap inside Van der Linden. I don't know. Maybe. But now, the Miller going into the pit. Utman continue. So we see a lot of driver right now going into the pit. Neon. Ooh, great crash for Neon. Ooh, brake a lot late, and so going into the barrier. It was impossible to save, but now Florentin and Utman side by side, the two of them. Utman pass. With the Neon that is waiting right now. Maybe he has some problems. He will try to go right now. Yes, he can. He waited the right time to re-enter. So great job by Neon. Very unlucky for him to not for the damage. Sorry for the damage. But it was good to wait the other driver to arrive and to pass. So it was a very fair play maneuver there. And sometimes other drivers can do that. Not here in Racing League normally because we have a lot of respectful driver. But that can happen. But now inside the Bentley of Patrick Van der Linden. One lap with attention because before that I want to see what happened to Michael Utman because he lost 2 places. We see a contact there. Luckily for Utman, no damage. for going into barrier. Maybe a little bit of damage into the right back of the Audi, but it was very, very lucky to avoid the barrier there, also because they're very near the track, so it was a very, very nice save with Zaleski trying inside of the 10. Viduro can pass Australian driver with the Mercedes. Pass, and also there's a great battle with Ruben and Romao, the Dutch driver and the Portuguese driver. They are doing a great battle right now. Ruben behind Romao, and he tried to wait the right moment to pass, trying the inside and pass. Ruben pass with a great maneuver. Also Patrick van der Linden is arriving into the straight now, really going into inside of Patrick van der Linden. And now Matischen going into the pit, and so Patrick van der Linden take the leadership of the race, followed by Vish. But we'll see at the end of the race what happened. What happened to Patrick van der Linden? That crash! No, Patrick van der Linden take the pole position, take the leadership of the race, and his game crashed. This is the unluckiest thing I see. I saw today. Wow. I'm very sad for Patrick right now. I'm very, very sad for Patrick. Wow, wow, wow. We also saw some drivers that goes into the pit, like De Vit, like Kadisev, like Utman. Also DJ right now. Lucas into the pit right now. He's waiting. Not waiting, sorry. He's into the pit again. So now he's exiting with Kadisev at his first. Remember that Kadisev will probably be penalized for the crash caused to Orderman, but now he's in 19th place. But we'll see what will happen. And I'm now cheering the wit behind Hello Verbicki. Yeah, I saw Patrick. I saw, and I'm very sad that you go he go into first position and he crashed. I think the game doesn't want you to stay into first place. This is my supposition. But Tom DJ stop and go 30 seconds. It hurts also. It hurts a lot for Tom DJ, certainly. And also hurt a lot because it's a Lamborghini. So right now, Sergeyevich, the first driver into the race right now. It is ahead of Petrovic and also so we continue for this incredible race. With right now no battle, but there's a lot of drivers that are improving, because right now we already see the pit stop of a driver and the dance of the pit stop. Right now only 5 drivers. Neon, I think, is into the pit, but is here by a lot, so I think he will not continue. Thunder those need to do the pit stop. Also Verbiki, Tom DJ a crash. Oh no, it's not a crash, he re-entered the pit for the stop and go. I think, yeah, Verbiki, Ulster, Petrovic and Fish need to do the pit stop. Now Van Cleef is one of the nearest driver, maybe to a battle, but also Ordelman to Zaleski. So we wait. We wait and we saw it battle that doesn't stay very long because Zaleski did an error, and so Ordelman take a position, but Van Cleef, sorry, not Van der Cleef. Van Cleef right now going into 13th place, 0.2 behind Romao. Romao defending with the Lexus. He's trying this side of good BMW draw by Van Cleef, but it isn't easy for Van Cleef right now to pass here at the hill. Need to wait maybe after this free turn, maybe at the 90s if he's onto the inside of the first turn. But as we say, it's not easy. Maybe at the chicane, we'll see, because right now Romao is gaining against his opponent, and so right now it's very difficult that he will try to overtake into the curve that are arriving right now, but he braking very hard to gaining a little bit ahead of Romao. Loss of the rear for a moment by Van Cleef, but great control with his BMW. Great save by another Dutch driver. We have a lot of Dutch driver because Racing League is a Dutch born community, but the cool thing of Racing League is that not also European, but it's worldwide. Also because we have what a overtake! Wow, that was a very good overtake. Want to see it because it was unexpected. Yeah, Romao a little bit wide at the chicane, and so you need to correct the line and lost the position to Van Cleef. That pass not easily, but pass very good. That was a very good pass. Now Utman ahead of Overbeeke because Overbeeke goes into the pit, and so taking the position. Now I think we'll go to Florentin because he's 2.5 behind Ruben. And maybe he will try to take the position to Ruben. We'll see. Now Verbeek into the pit. We need to wait to see where he re-enter into the track, when he rejoin the track, in what position he will be. Great F for Patrick van der Linden, as we saw, for his game to crash when goes into the first place. So a little pray for for Patrick van der Linden. Maybe it's the inversion of a name, Patrick, I don't know. But it was unlucky. But over Vicky rejoined the track in 14th place. So ahead of Noricum. Noricum, remember, is the American driver, is the home driver here right now. I don't know if it is from New York State, but it's clearly nearer than the other drivers. We lost the Venezuelan driver and the Colombian driver for this season, so it's sad. But we saw and we see some new drivers that are very good in battling. And they're doing a great job. Also, Ordelman right now is doing a very great job. Like, wow. Behind there, attention for the loss of control of Stab. Wow. Dudok take the position to Zalewski, because Zalewski goes into the pit. Maybe we go with, I don't know, yeah. Maybe with Vish, because it's an Audi and we didn't see an Audi from the inside. So a little bit inside of the Audi of Sergei Vish. So great lap by Vish that stays into first position. Right now is a moment of waiting because the other drivers need to pit, like Petrovic, Seltzer and Vish, but we'll see what will happen, because right now it all depends into the pit lane for Vish, Petrovic and Ulster, but I think Vish it will be behind at least David, I think, at least, but we'll see. PVC are overheated, I think. I think too. Right now it's very difficult to race. I raced here at Ulster into the pit. We'll see what will happen to Ulster, but right now it was in third place, so right now it will lose a position, I think, some position. But Yeah, I think it can be the overeating, because right now I think, at least in Italy, I don't know if in Holland, no, sorry, not Holland. In Italian is Olanda, but it's Netherlands. There's a lot of hot temperature right now. I think here in where I am right now, I think it's for 32 degrees with 80% humidity. So it's very high right now for me, at least. And the last time I raced here, my wheel, not the PC, not the computer, luckily, but the wheel was hotter than ever, and it was very difficult to understand if the wheel was exploding or not. So it was very difficult also, because when I racing, I had this lot of heat that are going into my hand, and I think it was burning. It was burning also the wheel. So very difficult. But we are seeing a great battle also with Miller and Ulster side by side for the 7th place, going into the hill. If break well here, Ulster can stay side, but Miller taking the sideline with a great maneuver, stays ahead. Great job by Miller. Great battles between him and other drivers, and Miller is a great add to RacingLeague because he's doing a great job. But right now there's an interesting battle right ahead, because we see that now Mattijan is behind Kadisev by 0.7, and so it's very difficult. Thanks. I hope so too, Patrick, because you were very fast, and I want to see you right there ahead to battle for this championship, because this championship, it seems very cool. Also because you and our drivers were very near each other for the times and also for the race pace. So it will be cool to see a championship like that. Also from the spectator side, and for the commentator side, a little bit of oversteer there by Lucas. The two drivers side, Vish and Petrovic, that can certainly be glad that these two drivers, Mattijan and Kadisev, were battling, but Petrovic right now maybe goes into the wall a little bit there. Kadisev, I think he did maybe from the outside. Lucas trying into the 19 from the outside, he can't stays behind the number 283. And so right now, Vish is the first driver and only the one that needs to do a pit stop, excluding Van der Does behind into the 20th place. Lucas Mattijan taking the slipstream for trying to overtake the second place, Kadisev's. Great braking by Boff. And Lucas into the curb. Attention, because the Ferrari is very easy to lose into the curb. The BMW is more stable than the Italian car. But great move from the outside of the chute. Lucas Mattijan demonstrate who is the reigning champion of Season 4. Wow. That was a very cool move. And now Lucas is ahead in second place when 8 minutes remaining before the end of the race. And so now Lucas needs to push as hard he can to not permit Vish to stay ahead of him after the pit stop. We'll see what will happen. And Lucas, please keep calm, Lucas. I'm having an heart attack and I'm not even racing. Wow, Lucas with this Ferrari is doing fireworks. And now Bugor Florentin behind Mark Ruben for the 9th place. Ooh, Van Cliff, what happened to him? But I think he crashed. Ooh, loss of a rear, I think, for Robin Van Cliff. Want immediately to see what happened to the Dutch driver. And we immediately go to see what happened to him. Also, Dyson passed Romao. I think he lost the rear alone. Yes, ooh, he touched the grass a little bit. And also, he's similar than a crash. He's very similar to a crash that I saw into the real GT World Challenge America. So, at least it was very similar than another crash from a professional driver. It's very easy to do a mistake there. So it's not an normal occurrence. Veldhuizen into the pit. No, it's not Veldhuizen, sorry. It is Van Cliff. Yeah, I think it's a good choice to go into the pit for repairing the car, because the damage was very high. And so 6 minutes to the end of the race. Now we only need to see what Vish will do. It only depends to him right now for the Ukrainian driver. And Mark Ruben that is behind the blue flag. And he has Florentin behind him. And this is a great battle. Maybe Florentin here at the hill trying to be inside with McLaren, but wait. Also here the Mercedes, but I think it is Zaleski. Give space for the two drivers that are battling right now. Also ahead there's Miller and Petrovic. Miller that is doing an amazing race. Great battle, great maneuver, great overtake by Daniel. And we'll see if he can pass for the 6th place. No, stays behind at the S's. Great defend move here by Petrovic, but trying to go inside after this. And Vishna now is into the pit. It all depends to Vish right now. That is now going into the pit lane. Stopping right now. Having some fuel. Is exiting right now. Where it is Lucas right now exiting the pit. Vish is there. But I think Lucas will pass there side by side. Leaving the pit limit right now. And Matician is ahead. Kadizev's Kadisev I think is side by side. Is behind. Kadisev is behind. And so the battle for the 2nd place will be very cool. With Miller, it is again behind Petrovic, also Florentin behind Ruben. And we'll see if it will be a very good battle between Kadisev and Vish for 2nd place. 3 minutes and 20 seconds remaining right now. Lucas, I think it will do at least 2 laps for the end of the race, but we'll see when I will go through the line. Daniel Miller behind Petrovic. He's trying to find the opportunity, but it's not easy. Ooh, Daniel there. A lot of loss of control, but at the end. Save the car very well. Stays behind. But he's doing a great job. With Lucas that is going into the finish line right now. So 2 laps confirmed till the end of the race. With Miller inside of Hill. With Petrovic staying into the outside line that becomes inside, trying to break here at the 9. Stays into the inside, defend very well. Daniel has the outside line here that becomes inside. Ooh, goes a little bit wide there. Maybe a track limit for Daniel Miller. And I think also is an advantage there. But Petrovic will certainly not take this as an excuse and immediately goes into the side of Miller. And trying to stay ahead, side by side, into the S's. These two drivers, they are doing an amazing battle. Side by side again. Wow, wow, wow. Petrovic now is ahead with Miller. That is trying to take the position here, but stays behind. And he will wait, he will certainly wait for the right moment again. And now we go ahead because Kalizevs is behind Vish, and also David is arrived for the battle of the second place with Lucas that will probably take the first place of the race. Now he's concluding the lap. And now last lap for Lucas and for the drivers that they're passing through the finish line right now. Kadisev into the 90s, the first turn, but defend very well. Vish, they're trying to do the switcheroo into the inside of the S's. Side by side, they're going side by side. Maybe a free wide with the Vit that is behind Kadisev, and pass also Vish, and now he's trying to take the slipstream to the Latvian driver, trying to take the position here. The best is a great braking by the Vit, but he can't. The Vit pass there. Wow. He stays behind with Kadisev, retaking the second place. And now he's ahead with Ulster. No, it's Petrovic lost a lot. He's behind also Ulster. What happened to Petrovic? I think we cannot see what happened because the replay is not. Ooh! Weird bad move. A bad move by the Vit. Very bad move by the Vit here. Yeah. Very bad move with Vishvet. Is is in a very good situation, but that was a not good move by David. It was impossible to pass there. It was very impossible to pass there in Mark Ruben and Florentin by side at the chicane. Florentin pass for the position. Lucas take the checker flag, win the first race of season 5, reigning champion with Vish second. Vish in second place, and Kadizevs will take third place. But remember, there's the penalty also. David taking the fourth place, but we'll see after the penalty because the crash with Kadizev was interesting also. The crash between Kadizevs and Olderman were interesting. Olderman will finish in 15th place. That is a very good finish after that incredible crash. And we'll see what happened because Florentin right now is behind Petrovic. That he has a lot of damage. We are seeing right now with Florentin trying to pass him at the end of a race. Maruben maybe can try to pass on to the inside. The Bucur Florentine from the outside. Maybe the contact free wide. Who will finish ahead? We will finish ahead. And it is Florentine ahead of Ruben and Petrovic. Great finish by those three. And very lucky for Petrovic because he had a lot of damage. And we don't see what happened to him. But it was very lucky, and this is the top 10, and taking the 11th place, maybe it's Veldoisen or is Romao, we'll see after this last curve, and is Veldoisen remaining ahead of Romao, Noricum, the American driver, finishing into 12th place, I think. No, he's 11th place for, no, it's 13th right now, so because I think someone is exiting the server right now. So first place for Lucas Matician with second Vish, third Cadice, fourth Devitt, fifth Utman. So very great battle between these drivers. I think we'll finish this live stream, and thanks to every spectator that see this incredible live stream. But remember, there's another race to see the next week. No, not the next week, but from the 2 next week. Unluckily, it's the Suzuka race that will not have an live stream, but immediately after there's Barcelona, and we have a live stream. Maybe Suzuka will have an not a live stream, but a video after of the race, but we will see, because luckily I'm not here for the Suzuka, but we will see. It was a very cool race, and so goodbye to everybody. I'm Tommaso Maffei, and I hope that you had a very good fun. We will see each other for the next race of Racing League Season 5. Bye bye!